Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here or if you're not, my name is Natalie, and today, as you can see, my setup is from my webcam again, and that is because today we are coming back with another nail video. It has been a minute since I've done a nail video. I'm so sorry for that. If I'm being entirely honest, the reason why is because I haven't gotten any orders on my nail account, and if you guys don't know, I do have a press-on nail business on Instagram, and I'll leave the handle over here, and also I'll show you my Instagram as well. My Instagram handle is @Nami'sNails, and I do a lot of different types of nail sets. My claim is that I can do any design that you want me to do that you send me. Obviously, my favorite has to be so far the Junji Ito nails, because those ones I put the most creativity and the most hard work into out of all of them so far. The prices that I usually do are quite reasonable, and I honestly don't do it for the money. I do it because I genuinely want to give you guys a gift, and I really genuinely do enjoy making these videos and also making these nails. With that in mind though, I want you guys to know that I do have a project for my Nami's Nails business coming out very soon. Please, please, please stick around and also follow my nail account, because that will be coming very soon and it'll be a very big thing. Other than my Instagram account, I also have an Etsy shop now, which is brand new. If you've been watching any of my other nail videos, that has not existed before, and I'm really, really happy about it. This Etsy shop is something that I have been thinking about for a while, because doing a business solely using Instagram can be a bit difficult, and I wanted to open my horizons a little bit, especially with this new project that I'm coming out with, and doing an Etsy shop would be one of the best places to showcase that to you guys. I will leave the handle and the shop here for you guys to see. I know, I've been teasing this project for a while. I'm so sorry. I am not the type of person who wants to tease, and that sounds weird. I am not the type of person who wants to tell you guys and hint at something that I'm doing and then take forever to do it. I am definitely the type of person who's like, I want to get it done, I want to get it done now, and I want to show it to you guys immediately the minute I have the idea. But realistically, this is a type of project that does take time, and I am a single person doing this by myself, so please, please stay tuned. I can give you hints. I can tell you that it has to do with anime, it has to do with blind boxes, and it also has to do with my nail business. Now, speaking of my nail business and speaking of doing a nail video, today we are finally celebrating 400 subscribers. Yay! Thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. I cannot tell you how happy and excited I am that all of you are here, and that I am going to be continuing to better myself in terms of my skill of editing, filming, and making videos, as well as how excited I am that 400 of you, 400, since a year ago I had 100, 400 of you are enjoying my videos and are sticking around to continue to see where I go. And I genuinely truly appreciate that. If you guys have seen my recent videos, I had a vlog recently where I was very vulnerable and I broke down crying because recently I haven't been doing so great. But since we hit 400 subscribers, I cannot tell you how much it means to me. Every time I've hit 100 milestone for my subscribers on YouTube, it was during a time that I genuinely really needed it. A year ago, if you guys don't remember, in December, I got into a really bad car crash. And I wasn't home, and I could not find a way to come home to you guys, to share my story, to express my feelings, to feel what I was feeling, and in that moment, I got 100 subscribers. To me, I am the type of person who loves signs from the world, who believes that the world will give you signs of the direction that you need to go. And I have found a passion and a love for YouTube in nothing else. And I genuinely believe that this thing, this place, this platform is the place I am going to continue to grow and flourish and show my passion and grow and forever be in love with making these videos, forever be in love with YouTube, because you guys have been here for me since the beginning and here for me through horrible hardships, and I can't explain how much and how grateful I am, how much I really want to celebrate you guys for every 100 subscriber mile mark. I might not hit all of them. As you guys know, I didn't do anything for the 200 because I was really busy, but I am trying my best to show you how grateful I am, to show you that I am here, that I see you, I see the 400 subscribers, I see every single one of you. Like, I was sitting here like a couple weeks ago looking at the subscriber count. I was like, oh my god, I'm at 398 subscribers. That's crazy. And then it went up to 399, and then I lost one. I went back down to 398, and then went back up, 399, and now 400. Because guys, like, I notice, I pay attention, and I see you. I see the comments that you give me. I see all of it, and I'm genuinely so grateful. Today, I thought, in order to celebrate you guys, I will bring back one of y'all's favorites playlists on my channel, which is the Sit Down, It's Nail Time videos, and make you guys a 400 subscribers nail set. You guys will see this in a bit, obviously, but this is the one you'll be seeing in this video. So I hope you guys love and enjoy this video, and know that this is from my heart to yours.
You were burning like a summer in my heart, till you found another northern star, following a lover right out of my ocean. And I was broken, but you know what they say.
Hey guys, okay, so as you guys can see, today I am doing another nail set, but this time I'm buffing out my nails and gluing the tips on because I wanted to wear them. So normally, if you guys have seen the other videos in this series, the Sit Down, It's Nail Time series, I usually just put them on little nail stands and do them because those nails are usually not for me. They're usually for clients, and I want to make sure that they're clean and done right with a lot of detail, but obviously I wanted these to celebrate you guys, and I'm keeping these for myself. I'm not selling 400 subscribers for you, okay? 400 subscribers is mine, okay? Alright? Anyway, I wanted to wear them out in public for you guys, and I ended up wearing them for about 2 weeks, which is great. Normally nails, I feel like, depending on how well you get them or whether or not you're bothered by the fact that they grow out, usually they last about 2 to 3 weeks, but for me, I usually like to keep 2 weeks, especially since this set was really long, and I haven't worn nails in a really long time, so me as someone who has chronic joint pain, it was kind of a lot of havoc on my joints, on my hands, especially since I'm not used to wearing nails as often anymore. So for me, like, wearing them for 2 weeks was way too long for my joints, and it genuinely felt kind of painful, but the truth is like, I wanted to, and I mean, there's no better way of getting back into wearing nails than, you know, slowly trying to work at it and wear them more. Obviously, if this is your first time wearing nails, do not do what I did, okay? Don't jump into the deep end and go to extra large stiletto nails, okay? That's like very hard to handle on the first time. Definitely try using like smaller nails, square cut nails, any shape nails, but just shorter. For me, I'm someone who used to wear nails all the time, so wearing extra larges seemed normal to me, but the only thing that I had an issue with was my joints were just not cooperating because they weren't used to wearing nails anymore, and the functionality of my fingers weren't the same. Anyway, to start, as you guys have seen me doing while I was explaining all of this, I first buffed out my nails, and after I buffed out my nails, I put on a base coat, and then I put on the base color that I wanted, and I wanted to do this more nudie brown color, and I want to do them on both hands, so we're going to see me do a transition into both hands having them, as you can see here. And from here, I wanted to do the design. So in terms of the design, I wanted to go for more of this. I'm sorry, I'm like, my brain is moving faster than my speech, so I'm having a hard time regulating what I'm saying. Anyway, what I was saying is I wanted to go for more of this like fall vibes type of nail, and for me, fall vibes is a lot of like neutrals, browns, reds, burgundies, like very like earthy tones and leaning more towards the browns. So I thought, what better way than to do a leopard print? And yes, I know it's a leopard print, not a cheetah print, okay? I've seen so many people online, like, nagging at other people. Oh, like, that's cheetah print. No, that's leopard print. That's not cheetah print, babe. That's leopard print. Okay, I get it. This is a leopard print, okay? So for this, I decided to do each nail a little bit different, but keeping with the same tones and same theme. And so for this nail, I wanted to do this sort of like French tip, but also gradient towards the top. So the bottom is a French tip with a dark brown, and then there's like a line, and then it goes into a gradient up from a dark brown, that same dark brown, to the nude of the base. And then I also wanted to add in a white line just to make the distinction of that sort of French tip looking end. This nail I really, really enjoyed. This was an idea that I had originally when I first wanted to make the nails, and I was kind of like going on a whim when I was doing most of these nails, like off the top of my head of like what I thought would look good, and I'm really glad with the way that it turned out because I genuinely really like how it turned out. And then for my pointer finger, I decided to just do a regular French tip. And then you'll see me here going in to darken the colors a little bit because I have the strong belief that it's better to use thinner layers and do more layers than do a whole like thick blob of paint, because if you do a thick blob of paint, it might not be even, you'll have bumps in it, it won't be as nice, and you want a clean French tip, you know what I mean? So this is just me in the process of trying to clean it up and make it neater. Also, I have not done nails in a really long time, okay? I've been working on the side project, but I haven't had a lot of time to work on the side project either, so for me, this took quite a bit of concentration. I'm a bit out of practice, I admit. Oh, also, I decided to turn the French tip into a bit of a gradient with the brown because I wanted a little bit more of the brown on most of the nails because I want that like color hue and color theme on all of the nails. And just having the straight white French tip was kind of like throwing me off a little bit because it was just too bright. So I ended up doing this sort of like mix of a gradient from the dark brown to the white. And then from there, I added in the leopard print into the nail. I decided to do a leopard print all over the French tip part of the nail because for me, I just wanted to try it. I wanted to see what it would look like. I ended up really liking it, so I end up going with it for the other hand as well. The other hand, I do mix it up a little bit. I change the order of the nails, etc., but the designs are basically the same. And yeah. Oh, I was saying, I'm a bit out of practice when it comes to doing nails, especially on yourself, okay? Nobody talks about this enough, but when you're someone who is slightly ambidextrous, or you are definitely one hand more prominent than the other hand, it's really hard to do the opposite hand, okay? Because for me, I grew up, if you don't know this, I grew up ambidextrous. When I was little, I could write with my left hand, and then I got bullied out of it by my family, and I became right-handed. Anyway, I then, after that, started to become more right-hand dominant with a lot of things, but there are a lot of other things that I'm left-hand dominant. Now, when it comes to writing or art, I am right-hand dominant because I've practiced and focused on my right hand skills more than my left hand. So I can do both, but one side definitely looks better than the other. And that's why what you're seeing here is my right hand doing most of the work. Anyway, from there I ended up adding a leopard print on the middle finger as well, but I decided to do this sort of like outline of a French tip sort of idea, so that then it looks somewhat similar but still different, right? And I also added in the little specks in the middle of the leopard print designs, you know, like how there's like a little brown part in the middle of the little black parts. And then I also decided to add some white dots because I just felt like that finger ended up looking way darker than the other ones, especially since the other ones had like even just a little hint of white. So I added in little white dots. And I really like how it turned out. And then from there, I ended up doing the thumb and the pinky. So for the thumb and the pinky, honestly, these designs are really simple. I didn't think much into it. I wanted something simple because for me, when I do nails, I usually think that the star of the show are the middle three fingers, while these two aren't really shown as much. I also don't like anything too heavy on my pinky because it just gets in the way, and my thumb does a lot more things than my other fingers do. So for me, I need my thumb to not be too complicated, and I ended up deciding to just do a regular French tip for my thumb and then doing leopard print going diagonal, so that then on the other hand I could do the diagonal the opposite direction and it would look really nice together as well. Also, that way it's pointing towards the other nails. I kind of like that idea of like for my design to go like this, so that then it like goes with the direction of your hand. It also makes your hands look longer that way. And then for my pinky, did sort of the same idea going this way. And yeah, I think out of all of these nails, I do have to say I like the pinky the least, just because I used the dark brown as the base. And when I wanted to fill in the leopard print, I couldn't decide a color that was either lighter or darker for the inside spots of like the black lines. And it was easy for the French tip on my thumb, but for my pinky, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. So at first I did like this white light brown mix, but that looked too light. It looked kind of weird to me. And then after that I did a dark brown white mix, and it still looked weird to me. So honestly, my pinky nail is not my favorite. And then from there, I ended up doing a top coat to seal all of that in as a base, because from there I would want to do the little 3D aspects of the nails. Now, the 3D aspects of the nails I actually ended up waiting to do on a separate day, just because it takes just so way longer, and also I have never done like a really smooth large 3D piece before, so I wanted to do it on a separate surface and then glue it on my nail. But yeah, these are the final nails for one hand. And then these are the final nails on the other hand. As you can see, I just mixed up the order a little bit. I kind of like that I did that. I like symmetry, but I also really like a little bit of variety when it comes to my nails. So I just switched up the order, but it's still the same pattern, still the same theme. But yeah. And then I said bye-bye, and then this is another day. So I at first tried a few different methods, okay? I used this 3D sculpting gel from Beetles. This one I really, really like, but the reason why right now I'm like covering the whole screen is because I wanted to mention that right now it took me a bit of time to figure out what I was doing, because I had never done this before. I'd never done the 3D art on a separate like surface and then glued it on. So I thought that I could use a sort of smooth surface of one of these bookmarks for my book, but that ended up not working because I couldn't peel it off, and also it wasn't very smooth. So then I took the lid of one of my skincare products that's like super smooth and like glazed, and I tried to make the numbers on there. And when that worked, I was like, okay, perfect. But when I peeled it off, I realized it wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be, because I wanted this illusion of like one of those like blown up air balloons. So for me, it just didn't work. So then I decided, hey, wait a minute. I know what might work. I can use some like not rubbing alcohol, but nail alcohol in order to help me shape it and make it rounder, the same way that you would with the sculpting gel for creating the base of a nail. Same idea, same function, but just a different product. And so that is what I ended up going with. So as you can see here, I am creating the number 4, and I use quite a bit of the nail alcohol, and I am shaping the number so that then it's round, but also into the shape of the actual number that I want. So right now it's a number 4, and I'm trying to make sure the top is flat, but also rounded, so it looks more like a blown up number balloon. And then I set it with this little hand LED light for nails, and it worked. It works really well. And it turned out like exactly the way that I had imagined, and I was really happy with it. So from there, I ended up wanting the little frills around the balloon, and I decided to just use a little extra, go messily in the shape of the number, and then from there, put the number that I just made on it and move it around a little bit so that then it has enough all the way around the number. And then when it's all the way around the number, use alcohol, the nail alcohol again, to clean it up and also add ridges so it looks like the little frilly parts around a balloon number, if that makes sense. And this process ended up being really great. I honestly was worried that it would take me a really, really long time to get it. And don't get me wrong, okay? The clips that I sped up that you guys didn't see that was behind me did take several hours, okay? But it did take less time than I thought it would. And then here's me peeling it up. It was much harder to peel up this way because obviously like I smushed it in, but it worked out well. And then I used some nail scissors to clean up the edges. Because again, I want it to be brown. I don't want it to be like messy like it originally is when I first took it off. This was also really hard to do with nails on. To be honest, if I ever do this again, I'll probably make those numbers and 3D pieces before I put on the long nails and do the base, just because it was really hard to do with both. Like all my hands a little bit hurting and the nails are too long to like really be able to do it. So I really genuinely believe I should have done this first, but it's whatever. And then I created this little, you know, like the part that you blow air into, the little nozzle area and the part that you tie up. I wanted to create that as well, just to truly sell the fact that this is a balloon. And yeah, I set it and there you go. That's what it looks like. It's kind of hard to tell now because it's not painted, but after I glue it on, I painted it with a gold nail paint and used black and white for accents just to emphasize what it looks like and also emphasize the shadows and the lights, and it doesn't just look like a blob on my finger because it was a bit hard to see what it was before I added in the lights and the darks. Also, please don't judge me for the state of my gold paint, okay? My gold paint, I know, is a mess, alright? She's been through it, okay? I store all my stuff in one big, like, nail bag container, and I think maybe last time I used this paint, it wasn't fully closed, and it leaked everywhere, and it was a whole mess, so I'll probably have to buy new gold paint, but for now, since this nail set is just for me and it was on my hand, I didn't mind. And then I went in with some white and black paint to add in the shadows and the lights, like I said before. I didn't fully understand or visualize what I wanted to do with the lights and the darks yet until after I started working on like the other 2 0 nails on this hand. And I also ended up fixing the 4 again later. I put on some top coat and there you go. That's the 4. Also, you might be wondering, why am I putting the 400 on my right hand and then the sub on my left hand? Because then if you look at it, it's sub 400, right? Well, my intention for these nails was that I would be able to take pictures like this. And you'd see my right hand here and my left hand here, and it would say 400 subs. And it worked out. I really liked it. The pictures I took looked great. But obviously, if you're just looking at my nails now from the screen right now, it looks like it's backwards. But it's not, I swear. That was part of the plan. Right? And I essentially just copied the same thing that I did, the same process I did for the 400 for these 2 zeros and also for the sub on my other hand. So that's why I sped up this a little bit. Thank you guys so much for honestly, like, giving me 400 subscribers. It genuinely means so much to me. I wanted to talk a little bit about how it's been reaching this milestone, because honestly, I could never have imagined that in a year I would have gotten 100 subscribers, and then in 2 years I would have gotten 400. I think what I've learned since starting YouTube is that this is something that helps me express how I feel. And it's like an ongoing art project for me. And I love it. I think that hobbies for me are often quite flaky. I love doing so many things. I have so many hobbies. I've tried so many things. I've written a book. I've done nails. I've done engineering for a little while. I did robotics for a while. I did computer programming for a while. I've done so many things in my lifetime, but I have a tendency to get kind of like weaned off of a hobby. Not for any particular reason, not because I hate it or anything like that. It's just I have a tendency to just lose interest and lose motivation to do it, because I admittedly often function on motivation. And for me, other hobbies, as much as I love them, and when I redo them again, I'm like, oh my god, I loved this. Why did I stop doing this? And the reason why is because I think that, like, my approach to hobbies is a little bit different. But for me, this isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a lifestyle. It's a passion. I can't even explain it, because I have not once run out of motivation to do this. And it's not even just motivation anymore. It's just like, this is just a part of who I am now. This is just my thing now. And I love it. I think about it all the time. I don't think everything is content. That's not my vibe. That's not me. But I do genuinely think that, like, it's not that my life is content. It's that I love content in my life. Like, I genuinely, truly enjoy it. And it means so, so much to me that you guys enjoy it too, and that you see my passion and you see my work and you enjoy it just as much as I do. And that means so much to me. And I am looking forward to so many more years and so much more time with you guys. And yeah. So I'm going to hand it off to past me now. I love you guys so much. Hey guys, thank you so much for the 400 subscribers. These are the final nails. Obviously, I would not be able to be here at this point with 400 subscribers without all 400 of you, plus more. And honestly, this means so much to me. I have been going through kind of a rough time recently with a lot of other things going on in my personal life. Reaching 400 subscribers means so much to me, because this is genuinely my passion and my love. I love to create these videos for you guys, film, record, edit, and post, and see all your reactions. And honestly, thank you so much for coming along with me and watching my video journaling as I go through life. From where I started with 0 subscribers and then 100 subscribers in a year, and now 400 subscribers in 2 years, I've grown so much. And you guys have seen me grow. You guys have seen me hone in my skill, hone in my technique in terms of my editing, show my personality more through my editing, show my personality more through filming and seeing me talk. Honestly, it means so much to me that all of you guys have stuck around, and I'm looking forward to 500, 600, 700, etc. onward. This brings me joy. And in the moments where I feel stress, I turn to my computer and I edit, or I go to my desk and I film, or I sit down and I do my makeup so you guys can see. I sit down and I do nails so you guys can see. And I know, obviously, I haven't done a nail video in quite a while, because to be honest, I haven't gotten any orders to my nail account. Please DM me to ask me for nails. I really enjoy making these videos, and also enjoy creating gifts for you guys by creating these nails, these beautiful designs that you choose. I get to see your creativity. I honestly really do miss doing nails so much. I do have a project coming out soon that involves my nail account and also involves press-on nails and my Etsy shop, which, if you don't know, I do have an Etsy shop now. I'll put the link here somewhere. Please look forward to that, because that is a project that I have been working on for several months now. Quite the long process, because it's not just a set of press-on nails, it's a whole idea, a whole concept. Like, I had to buy these little organizers so I could make a whole bunch of nails, and obviously I am one person manufacturing all of these press-on nails with the touch of my heart and my creativity and my soul for you guys. And yeah, I hope that you guys stick around long enough to see that project come out eventually, but don't you worry, I am recording every step of the way, so eventually when that project does come out, you will see a whole bunch of weekly videos of nail content and the manufacturing of this project that I am working on. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers again. It genuinely means so much, and celebrating and these 100 subscriber milestones has been honestly the joy of my life. Even just seeing it slowly inch up up to 400 has been so honestly warming to my heart. And thank you so much for watching and supporting me. And I hope you'll continue to love and support me, because I will continue to love you guys. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, thank you for watching. Good morning, good night, bye.